All right, you've made it to task 4. That means you've already done your BTB. You completed that first play posit, which I know was a little bit of a long one, but there's a lot of information to give you there. And now you've had a chance to work out these 6 questions. Before I go any further, if you didn't already practice these 6 questions here, if you haven't gotten to do that yet, make sure you hit the pause button now and take this opportunity to work out these 6 questions. That's what task 3 was all about. Now, if you're ready, if you have already had a chance to work these 6 questions out, or if maybe you just didn't quite get as far as you expected to get, right? So like maybe you were trying to work some of these questions out and you were getting stuck and you just want to see me do a couple of them. That's what we're going to do right now. This video is just going to walk through the solutions to the 6 questions you did. As we go, take notes, check your work, and then if you feel like maybe you weren't getting the hang of it and now you have the hang of it, feel free to kind of jump in there and retry some of those questions. Okay, so let's take a look. First question, square root of 96. Let me go ahead and change my pen to a smaller pen here. The square root of 96, we can break that 96 up into a lot of different things. I'm going to choose 6 times 16. We'll go 6 times 16. Let me write that below instead of where I wrote it. We'll go 6 times 16. That 6 can be 2 times 3. That 16 can be 4 times 4. Let's circle that 2 and that 3 since they're prime. And the 4s will break down into some 2s. Okay. And that's going to end up giving us the square root of 96 is equal to the square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. There's another 2 and a 3, right? We got all of our factors. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And of course, again, we're looking for those pairs. We've got a pair of 2s. We've got another pair of 2s. So 2 different 2s got to escape here. We got a couple of 2s on the outside. And we've got a 2 and a 3 stuck on the inside. And so our final answer on this question, let's go ahead and shift all these pens to smaller. Our final answer on this question should have been plus or minus. 2 times 2 is 4 outside. 2 times 3 is 6 on the inside. Okay, so we got 4 square root of 6. Let's go to our second question. For 216, we can break 216 down into, off the top of my head, I'm going to go with 108 times 2. 2 times 54. 54, we can take 54 down to 6 and 9. That 9 is going to become 3 times 3. And that 6 is going to become 2 times 3. So if we think about that prime factorization of 216, that's 1, 2, 3 2s. We got 3 2s, 2, 2, 2, and 3 3s. 3, 3, 3. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. We have, of course, a pair of 2s. We get a 2 gets to come out, and a pair of 3s means a 3 gets to come out. We've got a 2 and a 3 on the outside. And inside of our square root, we have another 2 and a 3. So our final answer will become plus or minus 6 on the outside, 6 on the inside. All right, let's move down to number 3. Now, if you weren't sure how to do this, and these 2 examples helped you, hit pause and work them out now. If not, I'm going to keep going. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me clear this page and slide down just a little bit. We'll go a little bit further down into our examples in just a moment. Let's go ahead and clear the page. Let's just grab it like this and clear it. That'll work. All right, let's keep going through these. Let's get down to number 3 and 4. We've got the square root of 98 here. On the square root of 98, we can break that into 24 times 4. That'll be a 2 and a 2. Those are prime, so they're circled. On the 24, we're going to go with 6 times 4. That 4 will be a 2 times 2, and the 6 will be a 2 times 3. And so our prime factorization here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s and a 3. And we've got a group of 2's and another group of 2's. So two 2's get to come out. And on the inside, we have a 2 and a 3. 2 times 2 is 4 on the outside. 2 times 3 is 6 on the inside. Plus or minus 4, square root of 6. We'll go over to number 4. On number 4, we've got the square root of 18. That square root of 18, ooh, I still have a big pen on that one, so let's switch that pen down to a smaller one. That square root of 18 will be a 9 times 2. The 2 can't go any further, so we'll go ahead and circle it. The 9 can become a 3 times 3. The square root of 18 can be rewritten as the square root of 3 times 3 times 2. We've got a pair of 3's, so we're going to get a 3 in our final answer outside, and a 2 gets left behind on the inside. Plus or minus 3, square root of 2. All right, let's go forward here to the last 2 questions. Make sure you're writing things down if you still have questions about this so we can cover them next time we meet. Go ahead and clear these 2. Hit pause if you still need to see them, or rewind a little bit if you still need to see those answers. On number 5 and number 6, we're looking first at the square root of 72. The square root of 72, let's break this into 9 times 8. That 8 will be 4 times 2, and that 4 will be 2 times 2. On the 9 side of this, we're going to get a 3 and a 3. And so the square root of 72 can break up into 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. We've got a pair of 2's and a pair of 3's that both get to get out. They're both escaping the square root jail. And left on the inside is that last 2. We can rewrite this answer as plus or minus 6 square root of 2. And finally on number 6, the square root of 144, well, side note here, that's a perfect root. We know the square root of 144 is plus or minus 12. So we really don't have to go any further. I'm going to go ahead and break it down just to prove that. If I were to take that 144 and go 12, 12, let's just prove that what we're doing works. The 12s can become 6, 2, 6, 2. And the 6's can become 2, 3, 2, 3. So if I think about breaking the square root of 144 down, I would be breaking it into 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 3. Well, there is a pair of 2's, 2 gets to come out. There is a pair of 2's, 2 gets to come out. And there's a pair of 3's, 3 gets to come out. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. And there's nothing left behind here. Notice that we used up everything in our square root. We used up the pairs of 2's and the pair of 3's. Plus or minus 12 is our final answer here. Alrighty. So at this point, you're almost done with today's lessons. You have now looked at and taken task 1, 2, 3, and 4. You've completed all 4 of those. You have one more task coming up here with task 5. So I'm going to send you over now to task 5, which is a play pause it video. We're going to take this one step further in our play pause it video. And then when you're done with that, you just need to make sure you put all of your notes in your class notebook. You have a page waiting for you in your class notebook. So as soon as you're done with task 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 coming up, as soon as you're done with that 5th one, make sure that you put all your notes in your notebook for today. Adios, everyone, and see you in Play Pause It in a few, but then see you for real in a couple days. Bye.